Ladies and gentlemen, before I start today's video, I just want to say thank you to everybody who's been watching the videos recently. If you couldn't tell, I hit 7,000 subscribers just a couple of days ago, specifically on the day that I uploaded my last video, and funny enough, I didn't even notice this until people started commenting right away. As soon as I uploaded the video, I got a bunch of comments of people congratulating me on 7K, and I just want to say thanks because that is an amazing milestone. We're getting closer to 10K, and it'll be a nice time when we get there, but for now, we're still on the grind. Job's not done yet. And specifically today, we got a topic that I haven't seen many people actually talk about in depth in a little while, probably because so many people have gotten used to this feature not being here in the game anymore. And it's really funny that MW 2019 Part 2's beta is coming out in a couple of days, and I'll be playing it and giving you guys my honest feedback on it. But it's funny because MW 2019 was the first COD to let go of this feature and replace it with something totally fucking whack. It's not something that we even notice nowadays, which is kind of sad. But the thing that I feel like a lot of COD players are really missing, and it's gotten to the point that they probably don't even notice it's gone anymore, is the prestige system. Alright, now I know, a lot of you guys might be like, yo, this prestige system thing is a lost cause, alright? It's not coming back. People are very doubtful that it's ever gonna come back, ever. But I, for one, I hold out a little bit of hope that if Call of Duty actually wants to go back to the way it used to be, alright, now I'm not talking about MW 2019, alright, we're already going back to that. What I mean is, back in the golden era of COD, alright, back when Call of Duties were actually enjoyable, just to go down memory lane for everybody, there were times where if you were partied up with your friends, you would compete against each other just to see who can prestige first. I mean, I was doing this until Black Ops 4, guys. The last Call of Duty to ever have a prestige system that was actually fun and actually made sense. I was still competing with my own friends to see who can prestige first. And yes, there's a little bit of a competition aspect to it, but do you guys remember how great it felt the first time you ever prestiged ever? Back in Black Ops 1 when I hit first prestige, I didn't even understand what I was getting myself into. I didn't understand that by doing this, I would reset back to the beginning and grind through the entire thing again until I hit the second one, and then third one, and then fourth one, up until the point where you got 10th prestige, or in other games it would be the master prestige. And just the simple accolade of having that, just the entire grind that you had to get through to get to that point, made the game so enjoyable. Guys, it's really sad that this whole prestige system has been watered down to something so pathetic now. I genuinely don't see anything good in our current prestige system, and especially since it's been a couple of years, people have gotten used to this current seasonal progression system, and it's just really fucking sad. I want to throw a tweet up on the screen right now. This comes from Face Pomage, and the message is very clear. Please let us prestige in MW2. Times like fucking 5. Guys, I have no other way of saying it than like this. If we are able to prestige in MW2, I genuinely feel like it would make this game a much more enjoyable experience. It would make the game so much more worth grinding for, especially throughout 2 fucking years. Like I said earlier, go down memory lane and just remember all of the times that you actually enjoyed going through the progression system. That was the original prestige system. Think of Black Ops 2 where every time you prestiged, you got an unlock token where you could just unlock anything you wanted. It could be a perk, it could be an attachment, it could be a gun, it could be a piece of equipment, and the second you reach level 4 and you could create a class, you could just have that item right off the rip. If your first COD was MW 2019 or Black Ops Cold War, or God forbid it was Vanguard, you don't know what this feeling is unless you've gone back to play the other CODs. But in these current CODs, the fact that we can't even prestige anymore has just taken away so much from the enjoyability and the experience of actually playing Call of Duty. I genuinely feel like prestiging was a staple to COD. It was what separated COD from so many other games. It wasn't the fact that it was just a first-person shooter. There was a genuine progression system to the golden era of COD that made you want to keep playing, and that's just no longer here. Now we have this seasonal progression system that, let's be honest, it fucking sucks. I've said this before, but I don't know what prestige I'm at. In MW 2019, in Cold War, and in Vanguard, I have no idea what prestige I left off at. I can't even connect any of the icons or the badges to any of the prestige levels. It just feels like this continuous leveling process where if you reach level 50 or whatever it is in these CODs and you've unlocked everything, there you go. That's everything. Right now, we don't have any actual information on whether or not prestiging is coming back into MW2. This is what I do know. There's rumors of them bringing back pro perks into this new game, and that's a feature we haven't seen in years, and I'm talking like 8, 9, 10 years. If that rumor is true and they are bringing back pro perks, there is like a slight chance that they decide to bring back prestiging. Now, I understand that this video is coming out a couple of days before the beta, and if they decided to not bring back prestiging, it's already a decision that's been made. I could very well be talking into a black hole right now, and none of the devs, nobody at Activision would give a flying fuck about this. And let's be honest, it's likely not coming back, but the fact that this game is titled MW2, I mean, they're already going out of their way to have the exact same name as MW2 from 2009. If the rumors about pro perks are true, if the rumors are true that they're gonna have every single MW2 map come out, everything about the original and enjoyable MW2 from 2009, if all of that is gonna be in this game and you don't include prestiging, that's just a fucking miss. I understand why they have seasonal progression. It's because they decided to do this whole stupid seasonal content shit. I've said this since MW 2019. It's been like 3 years now. Seasonal content does not belong in Call of Duty. It just doesn't work. There's ways to make it work, but it's not the seasonal formula that they've been using since MW 2019. Let's face facts. People are getting bored in between seasons. There's too many gaps in between the seasons, there's nothing to do, especially if you're a game like Vanguard and you're only giving us 2 maps per season, you're not keeping anybody hooked. What better way to hook people than to give us a prestige system and let us progress at the pace that we want, right? Let's not forget, I know there's a lot of people out there that'll argue against prestiging, saying it's pointless. You have the option. Prestiging is optional. You don't have to prestige. Some of us like going for these challenges. It makes the game worth playing. Look guys, it's not an MW2 related Fooly video if I'm not roasting the MW 2019 Gooch Lickers. Let's be honest, these MW 2019 Gooch Lickers are too accustomed. They're too used to sitting their ass in a corner, ball sack planted into the ground and not moving. Of course, you're not gonna level up that much when you're playing like that. You're not gonna experience actually progressing in level. Perhaps playing like that, you'll never even see max prestige. But for some of us who have been playing for years and years and years, this is something that we've been asking for. This was something that was taken from us for no fucking reason at all. Now, I wanna be clear on something. A lot of people out here are gonna be like, oh, well, seasonal progression is the best way because the seasonal content, all this bullshit, right? We don't give a flying fuck, but I will say this. There is a way for the old prestige system to coexist with the seasonal content that they have for us now. It is possible. Make anything that is content related, right? If you're gonna give us 2 maps, fine, do it in the span of a season. If you're gonna give us these whack-ass cosmetics, in the span of a season. But underneath all of that, simply give us the option to prestige if we want to. Give us rewards for prestiging, especially nowadays that they're so obsessed with bundles and customization and cosmetics. Perhaps, I don't know, Gooch Lickers, you let me know if this is something you'd be interested in. Perhaps if you reach Master Prestige, you get a cool ass skin that nobody else has, right? You can't buy it, you can't be a lazy fuck, you need to earn it through prestiging the old way. And I guarantee you Activision and Infinity Ward, player retention will rise by a lot. People are very interested in this prestiging system that we used to have. But eventually when the full game comes out and we actually get to play it, everybody collectively, if there's no prestiging in this game, it's gonna fucking suck. I'm not gonna lie. Activision, please just do something right for the community, okay? This doesn't even require that much. Infinity Ward, this doesn't really take away from your vision at all. If MW 2019 Part 2 does have prestiging in it, it'll be a much more tolerable game, no matter what the fuck they do with the design. And I think at this point, sadly, that might be the best we get nowadays from COD. But that's gonna do it for me today, guys. I'm curious to know what you guys think. Do you prefer the original prestige system or the new seasonal progression system that we have now? Let me know down in the comments below, and if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, hit the bell notifications to stay up to date with my newest videos. But yeah guys, it's been the Scadmaster. Have yourselves a good one. I'm out this shit.
It's been a very long time since the weekend. It's been a very long time and I'm weak. It's been a very